Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Vanderbilt Commodores taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. They're working that left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
25 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. The give to the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Commodores have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got the quick pass. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost it. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They go to the draw. Running to Green. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Wants to go up top. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Snap from the gun on third down. Hauls it in. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Commodores moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They give it to him again. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive. I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt. That brings them to within one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Arkansas. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option two, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Might as well give it to him again. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've settled for field goals on each of their last 2 drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabs it in the middle. Smashes through the tackle. And he brought 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Commodores heading quickly to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Coleman. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
It's a draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Great timing on the draw play, too, by the coaching staff. It's a down and distance where the defense thinks it might be pass, so you hit him with the draw and get a big gain.
The Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to the well. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They get suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on third down. Makes the catch. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Commodores will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. He's at the touchdown, Mississippi State. And the route is on. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 13 to Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Find some fresh air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They go to the ground. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. And the Commodores line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Got it, looking for the first down. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. At the 35, he's loose. He's loose. The 30. Bust through behind his pad. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Intercepted deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Coleman. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got it on the move. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Commodores want to crank the tempo. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Doors!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
The extra point is good, but the lead is still huge. It's 35-13. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Here's the pressure. At the 40, there he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic.
It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't...
And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Got him downfield. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this spot. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And with that takeaway, the defense has just left the door open just enough maybe for their team to come back. They needed a takeaway badly here late in the game, and they got it. Let's see if the offense can respond and seize this momentum.
Powers through the defender. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Give to the running back. He's past the 30. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, David, they were going to have to get a lot of hats to the football. This is not an easy guy to bring down with just one guy. You have to gang tackle, you have to pursue. And, David, the defense couldn't get it done right there.
No, really poor job. Listen, you're okay with giving up yards throughout a game, and you see more and more. I'm okay with giving up 5. I'm okay with giving up first downs and you driving down the field, but I can't give up the big explosive. The first guy in there has to make sure he slows him down and at least gets a hand on him and makes it easier for those second-level guys. That was a huge play for this offense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks